I said to my husband, when you figure it out, will you tell me? Because I'll believe what you say. I was so thoroughly confused with leaders, with things I've heard from the pulpit, with lifestyles I saw. I said, after 12 years of serving the Lord, I thought I was serving the Lord, trying to serve Him. I ended up so confused. And I lost Jesus, I lost His presence, I lost the sweetness I had with Him in the beginning. And I threw it all away. I threw it in the trash, and I just stepped away from the Lord. I used my will, my dysfunctional will, to walk away from Jesus. Yeah, and there were dark years. Let me just say, there were dark years. And somehow, God, in His mercy and grace, restored me to Himself. Against my will. Okay? So for those of you guys who like the free will, dysfunctional free will. You don't use your free will when you're in love. You're just in love. You don't need a free will. It's not free anyways. It's an unnecessary commodity when you come to Christ. You don't need it. You're like married to another. That's an anti-religion. You know, religionists don't like that. Legalists don't like that. Whoa. Wow. You know, so when he raised me from the dead, from my dead condition, it was against my will. It wasn't my idea. I didn't come to Him and go, help me. I hadn't come to my senses. I was the prodigal. I was still in the pig pen. He came to the pig pen and took me out.
Yeah.
Why? I don't know why. I can't explain it. But He overrode everything that was going on inside of me. Yes, He's sovereign. It's His sovereign goodness. You know, so I have issues with people that say, "Oh, it's all about choice. We need our choice. We need no. You're fooling yourself. You know, you're fooling yourself. It's a love relationship. Then you've fallen out of love. Like, oh, I have to call my boyfriend and talk to him today.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to talk to my fiance. What kind of girl would you think she's in love? You tell her girlfriend? What is up with you? You have to choose to call your fiance and talk with him. You're not in love. You're fooling yourself. You're not in love. You've been fooled. You've been fooled. Someone turned this thing into a religious. You know? Someone turned it into religion. You know, when you fall in love, you are gone. Gone. And you can stay gone. Stay gone. Jesus. Wow. The word I discovered was in my husband's Bulgarian Bible. The word is found two places, Galatians 2:20 and Romans 6:6. I'm going to read it to you in Romans 6. Knowing this, that our old man has been co-crucified with Him. When I discovered that in the Greek translation, actually it was in Georgian's Bulgarian Bible taken from the original Greek, I asked him to read me the scripture in Galatians because I'd been doing quite an in-depth study in that book. And he started reading. I have been co-crucified with Christ. I said, what did you say? George, okay, just read me again this word. What does this word say? I made him, we step on every word. And when he came to the word wasn't crucified, it was co-crucified. There was something added to it. There was a little thing added in the beginning. And it flipped me out. Because it all of a sudden, I couldn't, I wasn't separated from that word anymore. All of a sudden, I was included in this word that in my little world only had to do with Jesus. It was only Jesus. We all could always see him on the cross. Pictures of him crucified on the cross. He's always there alone. You know. This word, this word painted another picture that I'm going, oh my stars. It's like you're included in something. You have no clue. You're shocked by, the scope of something, and then you realize, all in a flash of a second, how ignorant you've been. Hey! Oh, what an idiot you've been. What a, oh my goodness, I should be dead! Oh my gosh, I can't believe it! Yeah. Oh. Yeah. No! Because the word co in my language means there is a togetherness that is very different than, I don't know, it's just something very close. And I saw myself just like blended in with his crucified body. I saw something like, wow, like he and I became one. Oh! Wow. There was a union. Wow. And I'm like, oh, I get it. I've been trying to be united with Jesus over here when he's resurrected and he's in his white robe. He's like all in the glory. And he's all, he's in his glory. And he's like, and that's where we try to, be one with him. That's where we are, and that's where we go, I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. I'm all messed up. I gotta get cleaned up first. I gotta get fixed first. I know I'm saying this stuff, but I gotta get, I can't enter your glory. You're too pure. I gotta get rid of my sin. Gotta deal with my flesh. That flesh manifests all the time. What? Hey! That's how a religionist has interpreted it. Wow. To you. Uh-oh. I guess we better back up to the place where you and he were united. Yeah. Wow. And let that hit you and hit you again and hit you again and hit you again and go, I don't get it. Co-crucified. You're not making your decisions. You're no longer making a decision. It's been made for you. Yeah. That decision's been taken away from you. He took decisions away. You're not deciding anymore. I don't like this. Shut up. You're no longer, something bigger than you just took over. Hey. You can't think the same way. He's gonna mess with your thinking. He's gonna mess with everything. Messing with everything. Co-crucified. Why